Nation, we are live. Happy Wednesday. It's amazing to be here. Woo! Wednesday is my project day. So Wednesday, it's been a blast. So listen, Tuesday's crazy for me because I do nonstop YouTube videos. It's crazy. Especially yesterday. Yesterday was my once a month big crazy day. Filmed, I don't know how many videos, a lot. Filmed a ton of videos. And tomorrow is going to be another crazy day of interviews and podcasts and just nonstop. And Wednesday is my day in the middle to just do whatever I want to do. And I've been working on a new email sequence that's kind of been sitting for a little bit. And like I finally have time to work on it. You know, like having that time in your calendar to work on the things that you want to work on. Not that the other things aren't important. Obviously, I got to work on YouTube videos. Obviously, I got to do podcasts and spread the message, all that. But I like having that one little spot in the middle of the week, Wednesday, in between my two crazy days, to just whatever I want to do, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, welcome everybody. No guest today. I'm super excited. So that means I get to help you guys. And so if you have questions, pop them down below. We might do some lives. Let's see what happens. Who do we have? Let's see, who's movement makers in the house? We got Zan in the house. We got any other movement makers in the house? A whole bunch of people. Welcome, 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 welcome. If you're movement makers and I missed you, let me know. Pop it down in the chat, and we'll see what we can do to bring some value today. Let's see who wants to go live. We got King who wants to come in. Okay, let's bring King. Let's bring in King and see what he's got. King Hishan, I don't know if I pronounced that okay. He'll let us know if we pronounce his name okay.
Hey,
What up, King?
nothing much. My question is, what are the best things to invest in right now?
Give me some context. You got money burning a hole in your wallet? What are you trying to do here?
Yeah, basically, just trying to figure out something to do with spare time. I follow all the sharks of Shark Tank, so I get a few ideas from them, but nothing for certain.
What do you love doing, man?
I'm interested in the stock market, the housing market, and things like that.
So it's investing can be fantastic if you know what you're doing. Like housing
Yeah,
can be
I'm just
great. Stocks can be great if you know what you're doing.
yeah.
If you don't, the last thing you want to do is buy a stock because some guy on Instagram told you to buy a stock.
Yeah, I'm just barely getting my feet wet. I have about, well, I mean, like, I'm starting with the bare minimum, but it's just like little information that I have. So I'm not trying to get too into depth about it, but just learning, like, any advice that someone can give.
Well, I mean, when I was super interested in the stock market, I thought I wanted to be a stock broker, VP at a investor. That was what I thought I wanted to be. And so when I first got started, I put $2,000 in, and that was like my entire life savings. Like if it went down, I'd be panicking, stressing out. That's all the money I had when I first got started. This is back when I was, I don't know, 16 or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of like there. Like my first investment was about 10 grand, and I started from there. It's like anything I could afford to risk, basically, and that's what I'm comfortable with. But
So
I
it'd be
understand the economy.
paper trading at the beginning where you just kind of, I did it by having a fake portfolio just to see if I can get some things right before I actually put my money in. uh, Two, you keep most of it safe so that you're not panicking that something goes down, right? And then
Yeah.
you take your 10% and you play with it and you have some fun with it and you see. But I would
Yeah.
be basing it off of things that you actually think are going to win, that you actually use yourself more than some hot stock tip on a Reddit forum that somebody's
Oh yeah.
popping up, right?
Yeah, basically. But I try to take my advice from people more validated, people who are actually like following the steps to be a great investor, not just in any investor. But yeah, I appreciate the advice. Thank you.
It's education, being around it all the time. If I'm you, I'd be uh, reading all the books on it, be watching the videos on it, everywhere from like Warren Buffett, who's the all-time like I'm going to hold this company and never sell, to the guys who are doing the momentum day trading stuff, and see
Yeah,
which style kind of fits you better. But it's getting the education, because you could blow a ton of money and go down the wrong direction if you don't make it smart.
exactly. All right. Well, thank you.
Cool, man.
Peace,
All
love, and
right. Much
positivity.
love.
I
All
appreciate the
right. I love
message.
it, King. Much love.
All right.
Peace, love, and positivity. I love that guy. I like it. Okay, what else? That was fun. Let's go, King. That was good. Okay, who else we got? What else you got? You got questions? Or if we got, maybe we'll do another Movement Makers mashup, roundup, or pop some questions on below. Do the best. Go to Vegas. At least you can get free drinks. Going to Vegas is, you gotta really be smart with what you're doing, guys. I'm super conservative with my investing. I'm much more risky on where I'll invest my own time and energy and in my business. But if I'm taking money out of my business to then invest, I'm super safe. I don't pick penny stocks. I don't do momentum trading. It's like companies that I actually like, or the index, just buy the market. But that's not a career, right? That's holding, right? That's buying companies you believe in and holding while I'm making my money in my business, right? But if that's anything you want to do, right? Go learn, go get educated, be around it 24/7, right? Look at my office, right? I mean, these things, those things mean something to me. The videos that I make mean something to me. It gives me the right mindset every day. I get educated every day still. So whatever you want to be, whoever you want to be like, be around them every day, and they'll teach you. Okay, what else? This is fun. It's been a while. Oh, they changed the whole question format. That's interesting. I haven't seen the new, when I click the question box, it goes slightly different. Okay, I like it. Anyway, welcome. Let's welcome Chidi, welcome Cindy, welcome Alan, welcome Renee, welcome Alex, Roxanne, the H Factor. I like that. Mary, Michael, Bees Conscious, Dr. Reed. Welcome aboard, guys. Okay, let's see. Questions. If you have a question, easiest spot is use the question box. Can you guys see the question box? Let me know if you can actually see the question box. Something's updated on Instagram. How I see the questions are different than usual. So if you see the question box down below, just do a quick, let me know. Matin in the house, wiggy wiggy. I like it. Love your videos. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you. King Cool shot that question. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I don't know. What do you think about Tom Brady doing NFTs? Super hot. I didn't see what Tom Brady's NFTs are. Super hot. Most people are going to get caught. 98% of the NFTs are going to be junk and not worth anything, and 2% are going to be awesome. Most people are just hopping on a trend. You have to, again, really know what you're doing, or be buying the utility, because as part of buying the NFT, you also get access. You also get coaching. You also get something else. Ty says, "Yep, I see it." All right, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I see this differently. It's. I can't see your questions. I don't know what questions are coming from the stories. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, they changed how they do the questions. Okay, so here's a question from Jazzy2. How do you go about publishing a book? So first you have to have something to say, obviously. Next is getting an agent, or getting a literary agent. Really, though, I'm going through this with somebody right now. I mean, I've already got 2 books out, and I have an audience, right? What they want to see is that you have an audience. And right now what they're looking at is 100,000 people on your email list. You might have a giant social following, or or YouTube or Instagram or TikTok or something, but they want emails. If you have 100,000 followers on your, subscribers on your email list, you can get a book deal. Otherwise, it's really, really, really hard. Your best bet is to start building momentum. And maybe your first book is free. Maybe your first book maybe not free, but maybe your first book is self-published. Even if you put out a mini book for free just to build an email list, right? Publishers care less and less. It's unfortunate, but they care less and less about the actual content of what's in the book and more about your audience. Because honestly, publishers don't know how to sell books anymore. When I did my first book, they had me doing radio shows and a whole bunch of media that didn't work, right? They don't really know how to sell books. Books aren't sold in bookstores, not really. And so book sales were declining until they started making deals with influencers, because the influencers could actually sell the books. So that's what they want to see, is that you could sell your book. And the biggest tell is the size of your email list. So your immediate goal is, yes, keep writing, keep going, keep creating, and how can I build an email list to 100,000 plus so that I can go get my book deal? Make sense? Okay. Okay, let's see, what else? Okay, you know what? I see, let's have some fun. What time is it? Let's bring in Tess. Let's bring in Zan. Okay, hold on, we're bringing in Zan. Tess, I'm inviting you in. Hold on, Zan's got to say yes first. We're gonna do a group mashup here. Okay, Zan, accept. I can't bring in anybody else until you. There he is. Okay, good. Okay, there's Zan. He's got his hat on. Okay, Tess. We're gonna bring Tess in too. We're gonna answer some questions. Tess is part of Mover Makers. Okay, Tess, I sent you an invite. Oh, we got Tess. Okay. Let's see who else. Let's do one more. Wait, I can't. What happened?
Hi, Tess. Hey.
Wait, I can't add anybody else or see the questions anymore since I added Tess in. What is happening with Instagram today? Okay, whatever.
Yes, it's all my fault.
Listen, it's a three-way jam. That's it. It's the three of us. We got Evan Carmichael, Zane the Man, and Tess.
Hey.
Movement Makers in the house. You guys got questions? We will answer it. I was going to bring Ben in from Ben is in Europe, and he came to my Thought Leadership Academy and was coaching there too. But I can't, Ben, I can't see a way to bring you in. Anyway, okay, pop your questions below, and we'll do our best to answer. Let's go. Hashir is saying, how to handle negativity. Ooh, you guys got, how do you handle negativity?
I just got that today.
Okay, so what do you got?
Well,
okay. Here's mine real quick. It's a choice. Start being around positive people, period. The best way to handle negativity is positivity.
I like it. Tess, what do we got?
well, I did this thing on Dominica, right? I did this IG live on Dominica, and that's where I'm from. But only like 16 years did I live there, really. I wrote it, and somebody told me, we don't have mongoose in Dominica. We have possums or something. And so then they changed the name of the Carib Indians, the indigenous people, to Kalingo. I said, okay. So I wrote back, thank you for your information. She was telling me that it's wrong and it's not nice. I should know better. So I said, thank you for the information. It's so nice of you to help me out. So today she sent back a note, wow, you're so amazing. I'm so glad you didn't get mad and angry at me. And I said, no, I'm here to learn. So that was one way of doing it.
I love it. And listen, I think anybody who's leading, I think people are good, right? I think people are naturally good. We've gone through Build to Serve how many times with people finding out their who, your most important core value. It's always something positive. Zane's got his copy there. I've never removes the sting. Like if you actually think this person is in a really painful spot right now, it doesn't make their words hurt as much, and that can actually allow you to listen. He's saying, thank you for the information. I found the key word. All right, cool. Ben, I can't bring you in. Ben says, I'm ready. We did this 4 people last time. I I can't. I don't know. Instagram is messing me up. Okay. I can't even see the question box, guys. So you have to actually type it in the chat. Don't use the question box because now all I can do is see what's in the chat. So sorry, Ben. We'll have to do it again another time.
Asking about COVID. What about COVID vaccine? Have you got it?
We are so far behind in Canada. It's crazy. So no, I haven't got it. My parents just got it. And that's because they're dealing with their, they go and see my grandmother who, you know, is in her 90s. And so they're not frontline workers, but they're caregivers. There's some rule that they can go and do it. We're just getting into, if you're 70 plus, then you can get your first shot.
Hi, Rose.
Yeah, we're super far behind. Anyway, did you guys get your shot?
No, not yet. I'm in the lineup. I have nothing wrong. I'm the right age, but I have no medication, nothing. So they said, oh, you can wait. So I'm waiting. I'm not really interested in it. The needles look really big, and it's just not helping my situation. I'm afraid of needles. So
I hate needles too.
I see on TV and I just close my eyes. I cringe.
What helped me was I'm getting allergy shots. So I'm allergic to dust, to grass, and to trees, which is like come spring, summer, fall, I'm a mess. Either take 2 allergy pills a day, but what I've been doing is for the past 2 years, injecting, it kind of works, I think, the same as a vaccine. Like you inject a little bit of tree pollen, grass, and dust into my arm, and it makes me less allergic. So I was going every week for a while, and now it's every month. So I still don't like it. I'm usually on my phone. It's like, okay, don't tell me, you know, okay, I'm just on my phone. And then you feel the pricks. I get distracted a little bit. Yeah, but anyway, I hate needles too. Okay, let's see. Wiggy is asking, how do you stay consistent? I'm struggling from ADHD. I'm having a hard time completing tasks, goals. I'm struggling. Okay, how do we stay consistent, guys? What do you got?
Well, I don't know anything. I don't know any other way. I just do it. Because it satisfies me. I used to do 5 videos, and you have the audacity, Mr. Evan had the audacity, and he says, do 5 more. So I took him literally, and I started doing 5 more a week. But I do it because, number 1, I enjoy it. Number 2, I don't want to turn back and say I should have and I didn't have. I hear that too often. So my consistency comes from constantly thinking of what I'm leaving behind undone.
I like it, Tess. Nice. All right. Zane, what do you got?
I would say consistency comes from commitment. Make a commitment, create a schedule, and then commit to that schedule.
And she's still going. What number are you on right now?
123.
123 videos, and she does a daily morning blessing, and then she also does Instagram lives and other content. 123 videos in. I just posted today to the Movie Makers group where I shared my 750th video, which was the first time that I got emotional on camera. So I left a meeting with a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, and I was pushing them, and I wasn't getting through, and I was so frustrated. And this was 750 videos in on my channel. I've been on YouTube for 4 years, 4.5 years at that point. And finally I had a half decent video where I wasn't worried about being perfect. All my videos were too perfect, too robotic, memorizing the perfect script. And it took me 750 videos to break through that. I think the only thing that I am is consistent. It's like most people would have quit so much sooner. I echo what they both said. I mean, I think you have to love what you're doing as a starting point. If you don't love doing it, there's no way you're going to get to 100 videos, let alone 750, or we're past 10,000 now. 10,000 videos plus. It's crazy. There's no way you do it. I haven't taken a day off of uploading a video in at least 7 years. Wow. But it doesn't feel like work.
Wow.
Like if you go back across my channels, across all my channels, there hasn't been a day in at least 7 years where we haven't posted a video. And I'm not burnt out. I feel amazing because this isn't work. Doing this live, this isn't work. I get to chat with you guys. I get to hang with Zan and Tess and next time Ben, right? So loving what you're doing actually is massively important because you will quit on the things that you hate. You can only force yourself to do something that you don't like for so long. And then the Zan's point, yeah, calendar. Like I get things done because it's in my calendar. Like right now, this was 2 o'clock Eastern, IG Live, it's in my calendar. Zane had it in his calendar, he's one of the first ones here. He's got his hat on, he's got a t-shirt on. He's like, hey, maybe this is the day, I'm coming in. He's getting ready. I see the Captain America shield. Oh, we just started watching the, what's the new one? Captain America with the Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
What's the new show?
Yeah, Winter Soldier. Oh,
Winter Soldier? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's random because Zan loves Captain America and he's got the shield behind him. So love what you do. Create a schedule.
Yes.
Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff before. Okay. Priyash is asking, I work from home, have negative feedback is too much pressure. What should I do to make it easier?
Let me see what's
Negative feedback. You're not ever going to stop getting negative feedback. There's always going to be somebody who does not like what you do or who would prefer not to see you do it because you're doing better than them. So negative feedback is really important for them. But one of the things I asked someone to do the other day, I asked them to listen to Theodore Roosevelt's speech on the man in the arena. And if they can find comfort in that, then it's okay. So you cannot address the negative feedback. You're only speeding them up. So,
good answer.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, Zan, you got to follow that up. Let's go. What do you got?
Oh, I got to follow Tess? Come on.
Come on now. Hey,
don't
you could have gone first.
You don't mess with Tess. Okay, man, I got to dig deep. Okay, here we go. Listen, you got to put together a team. And what I mean by that is put together like-minded people around you. Create a group or join a group so you can have support. You can have, Evan talked about empathy. You can have other people giving you ideas. So you insulate yourself with a group, with a team. And that stuff is just like dust off your shoulder, like Jay-Z says, dust off your shoulder. It'd be no big deal because you have a team that's very supportive. TEAM, together everyone achieves more. Thank you.
Nice. Boom.
Movement maker, join movement maker.
Join movement makers.
Hey, right? Boom. And you get here. If you are in movement makers or not in movement makers, you need to get in movement makers because you have a family and you can ask 2 or 3 people to join you and be part of your team. And so all those naysayers, boom, it doesn't matter.
Movement makers, that's where you have to go.
I love it. I love you guys. Listen, so negative feedback at home. One, I would say, well, are you an adult? I mean, I don't know how old you are. But one, at some point, maybe you need to leave home. Like maybe you need to go on your own. Maybe it's time to be an adult and it's time to live your life instead of what your parents want you to do. I mean, if you're 18, if you're 20, if you're 24, like maybe it's time to move out. If you're 11, maybe you can't yet, so I don't know how old you are in watching this back. The other thing I would say is, your question was, what should I do to make it easier? If you can't move out, then I wouldn't. There's a great quote, like, don't pray for life to be easier. Pray for the strength to endure it, or pray for the strength to. Is it in Built to Serve?
No, but
I don't think I had that in the book, but it might be.
That is the Bible.
Yeah, like don't try to just make your life easier. What you should do is try to, how do I gain the strength to then take on the next challenge and the next challenge and the next challenge? Because you don't actually want just an easy life. That's really boring. It's how do I get strong enough to go take on the next challenge, especially if you're forced to be there. Like if you're 11 and you can't leave home and there's negativity around you, well, this is your time to get stronger. That's your option. And if you're 24, then I'm immediately looking for a way to move out and do my own thing.
You need to make plans.
Yeah. Boom, says a yummy vegan. All right. Boom, welcome. Wiggy says, thank you. What are you looking for a specific quote there, Zane? What are you doing in there?
I was just thinking, that's all. Go ahead. No, I was just thinking.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I can't see the question box. If you have a question, you have to actually type it into the chat.
Somebody
Instagram. What's that?
It is in the country. I read part of it. Can you see that one? They said they had no opportunities in the country. What do they do? And I know Evan would say, create your own.
Yeah, I mean, stop blaming your circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Like, I can't win because of X. Like, whatever the X reason, you've allowed your country to be the reason why you can't win. But you have the internet, my friend. It's not like your grandparents in your country. I don't know what country he's in or referring to, but you have the internet. Look at us. I mean, I'm here in Toronto, Canada. Zan is in Vegas. Tess, where's home for you?
Toronto, Canada.
Are you okay? I did not know that. How did I not know?
I did not know that.
Wow. Wait, you're in Toronto. Where are you in Toronto?
In Gilwood Village.
Where's that?
Right by the lake. Kingston Road, down by the lake.
Wow. Tess is Canadian. We love it.
No, it was
Well, I maybe I did know that, but I forgot. So that's my bad.
There's a question that really touches my heart in here.
Okay. Last one. What is it?
Marcio Lirio Jr. He says, how can I stop being so depressive? Nobody believes in me anymore. Therefore, I don't believe in myself.
Whoa.
Okay. What do you got, Zan?
That touches my heart. It really does. So so you saw me looking in here. I'm just thinking the answer is in here. Your who, your why, your how, movement makers. I mean, everything, all your answers are right here. And so it was something I was going to read from here, but I don't want to belabor the point. The point is, my answer is movement makers. My answer is built to serve. My answer is EvanCarmichael.live tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Deeper. My answer is go up to the top, click on that, and follow Tess. Because with Tess, you're going to have success.
Ooh, you got all the rhyme. Don't mess with Tess. With Tess, you have success. This is great. I like it.
Here's the reason why. With Tess, you're going to have success, and the reason why is because Tess is the best.
Woo! This is nonstop. It's good freestyle rap here. The rhymes are legit.
So
okay, what do you got? What do you got, Tess?
I was going to say the word believe, but this one sucked the air out of the room. So the word believe, you have to find what it is you're good at and try to pull it out. It's a tiny little spot. But if you play with it and grit yourself in the morning, like we go, here you are, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you have something going for you today. You need to find that little bit of thing that's sitting inside of you, because no matter what people think of you, you're still there and you have something little. And that little thing needs fertilizer, it needs love, it needs you to care for you. Nobody else can do that.
I still can't believe Tess is Canadian. So listen, if you're depressed, it's because you wake up and you feel like it doesn't matter, right? That like what you're doing today doesn't matter. Nobody cares. It's meaningless if you show up or not. So the path out is to show that, hey, your efforts lead to impacting somebody's life. Service. The path through is service. That's why I wrote Built to Serve, because the path through unhappiness, depression is service. You want to feel like today will matter. And you can have a meaningful impact on somebody's life right now if you wanted to. You could go look at who's following you on Instagram and spend the next 8 minutes doing video DMs to everybody. Say, hey, Tess, thank you so much for following me on Instagram. I really appreciate you. You could call up an old friend or write a letter to your parents. Like there's so many things you can do for free that can give light into somebody else. And if you are giving light into somebody else, you can't be depressed at the same time.
No,
Ultimately, like Built to Serve is helping you build your giant mission. But that may be like for somebody who's depressed, you're not thinking about changing the world yet. You just have to get to ground zero again to be a normal human. And that comes from serving people and doing something today that can help.
Can I add one quick thing?
My point, mine is better than yours. I know that. So,
Wait, you said you're Canadian? Come on now. Mine is better than yours. Okay, super quick, both of you. I gotta go. What do you got? I have to go for a walk with Nina, and we don't want to make Nina late.
Wait. Here's my last piece. Marcio, please listen to me carefully. Don't let your ego get in the way, because your ego is not your amigo. So listen to me carefully. You cannot do this by yourself. If you could, you would already be doing it. Get help. Let us help you. Let us serve you. You cannot do this by yourself. Let us help you, okay?
Okay, last word to Tess. What do you got? Super quick.
16, I went in the Pagola and I said, I'm doing a live. And people came in from Iran and I didn't know them. And I stayed and spoke to them for half an hour. And I was there by myself. So he can try that. Just go and do a live and see who comes to see you. You never know. You might get something new.
Give
Nina,
love.
love you, Nina.
All right. I got to go, guys. Go follow Zane. Go follow Tess. We'll see you soon. Thanks for hopping in, everybody. Much love. Have a great day.
I'm a Canadian.